Hey class, this is Miss Scoggins, and remember we're in second grade, and today we're going to talk about how we all are alike and different in social studies class today. So get ready, it's going to be really exciting. So let's start. Now, the first question that we're going to talk about today is what does the word similarities mean? Because remember we're talking about what is alike and what is different today. And the first thing we're going to talk about is similarities. And it's always important to know the definitions of a word that we talk about today. So similarities, all it means is characteristics that are the same or alike of two objects, people, or things. Look at the apples in the corner. Do you see how they're similar? Are some of them Are some of them red? Are some of them round? Are some of them green, greenish red? Absolutely. So these are some physical characteristics that are similar. So let's go and see what's next.
You gotta erase that.
I can't.
Do it over.
It will be okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So since we've been talking about similarities, I have something for you to think about. Okay, I want you to think about your friends. What are some things that are the same that you and your friends have? It could be hair color, it could be eye color, it could be that you like to play together, that you like to play the same games. It could be a number of things. So I want you to think about it. So while you were
Got that on recording.
So while you were thinking, here are some questions to ask yourself about you and your friend. Do you have the same hair color? Do you look alike? Are you the same height? Are you in the same grade? Maybe both of you are in the same grade, maybe not. Maybe, they're in first or third or however old they are. Do you like the same games? Do you like the same books? It's really good to trade books with friends. Maybe you could start a book club. And do you have pets? So these are some questions that you can ask yourself to see if you and your friend are similar or have similarities. Now that we talked about your friends and we talked about some of the similarities that you may have with your friends, I want you to look at these two people in the corner. And how are they the same? And here's some questions. You can say, how many noses do they have? Do you see how many noses they have? They have one nose on their face. How many eyes do they have? Do you see 3 eyes on their face? Nope, just 2. And are they smiling? They're both smiling. So these are some things that they have that are similar.
Me too.
So I want you to think about some more things that they might have that are similar. And then we're going to fill out our Venn diagram.
Ooh. Come on,
So here's our Venn diagram. And remember, a Venn diagram is we are comparing two different things. And remember, you have one circle for one thing, which for our purposes today, it's girl A. And then on the other circle is girl B. And then where it kind of connects, that's where they have things that are similar. And what does similar mean? The same. So in my graph, what I said were that they have 2 eyes. And they absolutely had 2 eyes. And they had one nose, and that they are smiling. And you could have added to this. You could have said, well, they're both girls, they're both wearing t-shirts, they both have long hair. Those are some examples of the similarities, things that are similar.
I know what mine is.
Now that we talk, now that we talked about what is similar, what does the word difference mean? Remember, we always get our definition. So, different means characteristics that are different, not alike, of two objects, people, or things. So, look at the peanut butter and jelly. These things are great together, but they're different, aren't they? Jelly has purple, has a purple jar. Peanut butter has a brown blue jar. They taste different. In the picture, one has a peanut on it, one has some grapes on it. So both of these are different, but they work together, don't they? Because without PB&J, we can't have a delicious sandwich. Because nobody likes just a jelly sandwich. Some people like peanut butter, but that's a different story. Now here's our next thing that we need to think about. I want you to think about your friends again. Okay, we talked about the same characteristics that you have with them. What are the differences? How are they different from you? So think about that. And while you're thinking about it, here are some questions to ask yourself. Are you both from the same place? Do you have the same hair color? Are you wearing the same clothes? Maybe if it's twin day at school, or maybe you like to match with them. Are you the same height? Or maybe they're taller, or maybe you're shorter. It just depends. And these are great questions that you can ask yourself to see if you're different. Now, we talked about these two people, remember, in the corner. We talked about how they are the same. Well, I want you to look at these people and how are they different? Do they have the same hair color? I don't think they do. One's blonde and one's kind of dark brown. Can you tell if they're from the same place? Well, in this particular picture, we really can't, but they could be. They could be maybe from the same neighborhood because they might be at a park or maybe on vacation. They could be family, or they could they could be from a different place. Maybe one girl is from New York and the other girl could be from North Carolina. And are they the same height? Well, with me looking at this picture, I can tell that the blonde girl looks a little older. She's a little bit taller because she looks like she's crouching down. And the younger girl just kind of, she looks young, the brown-headed girl, because she's a little bit smaller and to me, she's looking like she's on her tippy toes. So I don't think that they're the same height. So I want you to think about some more differences that they have, and we're gonna put it on our Venn diagram. We're gonna finish that out. So our Venn diagram is almost completed. We have the similar qualities or characteristics, which means the same. Remember, they had two eyes, one nose, they're smiling. Well, we're going to talk about girl A first, and we're going to talk about the differences between girl A and girl B. Now, for mine, I said that she had blonde hair, and we see that in that picture that she was blonde. And then we said that she was older because she kind of looked crouched down, and she just looked a little bit taller. And then she's wearing a blue shirt instead of the other shirt the other girl is wearing. So these are just three. You could have added more differences, which would have been great. So you're on the right track. Now we're going to talk about girl B. Girl B has brown hair. Okay, she's younger. And then she has a black shirt. So these are the characteristics that are different. But remember, in the middle of the Venn diagram, it means things that are similar or the same. And remember, they have two eyes, one nose, and they are smiling. And I think that we said they were girls, and there's a lot of differences, and there's a lot of the similarities. So some of you are probably wondering, what does this have to do with social studies? Well, no, let's tie it up and put it in a bow, which pretty much means let's finish. So people from different cultures are similar and different. Even if people look the same, everyone is different. No matter if they may look the same, they might have the same hair color, they might have the same skin color, they might be the same height, but everyone is different. And we all have different likes and dislikes. We might have some that are the same, but we do have different likes and dislikes. We may have different likes and dislikes, but in many ways we have similarities. So I want you to remember that no matter where anybody comes from, that you can have some similarities with them. Doesn't matter what color skin you are, doesn't matter how tall you are, how short you are, or anything like that. Because we can always find similarities and we can always be friends with each other. And then, no matter where you may travel in the world, no matter if you go to China or you go to England, I bet that you will find something in common with another person. And that is what it's all about because we want to make friends no matter what. We want to accept people no matter what. So that's it for today, and I hope that you guys are really excited about tomorrow. We're going to have a really fun activity. Can't wait to see you in the morning. Have a great day.